Okay, the canopy layer. I said it was the most important layer of all. I'd kind of say that. My argument for that would be 98% of life in the rainforest. And remember, rainforests are packed with life, are found in the canopy. We find it at 25 to 45 meters. And it is a continuous layer. Continuous means uninterrupted. It's a continuous layer of vegetation. All right, and this allows animals such as monkeys and snakes and sloths. Here's a sloth hanging and sleeping. Yep. It allows them to live continuously in the canopy. Okay, they never really need to leave. Sometimes they might need to come down for minerals, but that is literally it. They can spend 99% of their life in the canopy. All right, linked to that idea of 98%, it receives about 98% of sunlight. So it is greedy, it's taking up almost all of the sunlight available. Okay, and that's because there's nothing blocking it. Maybe the emergent layer, which we'll talk about in a second, but 98% of it. And these plants are greedy. They want as much sunlight for as much photosynthesis so they can grow as large as possible, produce as much seeds as possible, and continue their evolution. In terms of the plants we see here, it's epiphytes is what we see. These can be defined as trees growing on trees, which sounds kind of mad. But what they will do, these plants will grow on the trees. And so they will grow on branches, and they don't have roots that touch the soil, which makes them kind of unique. It's a fantastic plant adaptation because the roots don't go into the soil, meaning they need to get everything they need to survive from the branches of the trees. So they need to collect the water, they need to collect the nutrients, and they need to get that sunlight for photosynthesis, all from the branches of the trees. Okay? They're not parasitic, they don't affect the trees in any way. They may just use them as a way of existing on the canopy. We also have drip tips. You know, if there's an exam question on drip tips, you can kind of use them for any layer. These are the tips here of plants. And what it's designed to do is it's designed to run the water off of the leaves as quickly as possible and get rid of the water. And that's because if they don't, it will start to rot and break down because of that bacteria. So drip tips is a plant adaptation that you can use here. And again, we get sloths. We also get toucans and parrots, all animals that you could name as living in the canopy of a rainforest. All right? So the big takeaways for the canopy is it receives 98% of the light, 98% of life, and it is a continuous layer in the rainforest. It's basically where every plant is trying to be, okay? So these are the most established trees.